And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Throwing now is Carr. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
Now a first down carry. It's Lacy. And a cut to the sideline. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Eddie Lacy displaying that power. A little bit was made of his weight. At what weight is he ideal out there? What do you think, Charles?
I think he could definitely stand to lose some pounds. But more than anything, redistribute them. You know, instead of the round.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And boy, he had an excellent game in week 2 of the preseason. It was a nightmare for the Packers O-line to try to stop Khalil Mack.
And I think that's what the league feels in total. Anytime you play against Oakland and Khalil Mack, you're going to have a nightmare trying to block him, and that should open things up for other guys like Bruce Irvin, who came over in free agency. But bottom line is, Khalil Mack is a wrecking force on every snap he's on the field.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Here's the offensive unit coming out onto the field in just a moment. Randall Cobb, very good at wideout.
Went to college to be a quarterback. Discovered his talents couldn't be limited to one position. He's a 1,000-yard receiver every year for his quarterback.
And that is incomplete.
Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Surveying the field. Being chased out left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Dan Williams might as well change his name officially to Big Dan Williams. A monster in the middle, holds down the run game against any team.
Third down, 15 yards still needed. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So now on fourth down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well. Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the fourth down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
We ready? Baby, alert! Alert!
They go back to the air here after the... And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. LaTroy Guion in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
All right, here we go.
Now Carr throwing on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. 15 yards through the air on a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so...
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And the Oakland Raiders offense heading onto the field. And talk about their quarterback spot.